the weekend. What did you learn from that? Would you say one of the main messages being close to the weekend?
I think just like sticking to the program, I guess. Obviously, they had the jump on us early. It's happened a few times throughout the last sort of couple of months against a few teams, and just the calmness throughout the group to sort of get back to the way we wanted to play, and then obviously just grinding it out from there and getting a good win in the end for Jolie, which is the main thing.
In terms of that jump, Brad, did you learn anything about why that might be happening?
Yeah, there's a few parts of our game that we know we need to sort of knuckle down in the next few weeks. Obviously, we keep trying to improve each week, so we know where we've sort of let it slip a couple of times, and it was just a good positive sign to know that we can lock it down later in the game and get it back the way we wanted.
Jared Waitley spoke on 360 last night. Big Geelong man, obviously, said it was one of the most powerful performances he's seen from the club in a very long time. Is that how you saw it? The last three quarters, that power, and where does that sort of come from? I suppose.
I think it's sort of been we've shown bits and pieces and flashes throughout the year, but I think as a group we know once we get the game sort of back on our terms and getting the game the way we want it to look, that we're very hard to beat. And that all sort of starts around the contest, setting up the ground, and I think once we get those things on our terms, like I said, we're pretty hard to stop, and it's a good feeling, and it's a nice feeling when you're out there and you know the game's on your terms like that, and you can get the better of teams.
Any hints on what those things are, Brad, that you guys have to clean up?
Yeah, it's just more around the footy, making sure we're first to it and being strong and tight around the contest, and then once we get it on our terms, then we can look to attack. And with the weapons we've got up in the forward line, it just shows we can score quickly and put good scores on the board.
Yeah, what was that feeling like in that third quarter when you were on the end of one, you had a nice celebration in front of the fans? How's it going when it's sort of flowing like that and you get back able to attack like that?
Yeah, it is. It's really enjoyable. It's enjoyable footy when things go our way, and it's great fun being out there with the group we have, and across each line, forwards, mids and back. I feel like our connection's getting really good, and we love playing together, and I think that shows when we really start playing and flowing well that it just comes out as good footy, and we could kick good team goals.
And Jake, you mentioned before, sort of, I guess, sticking to your game plan. What's the confidence like in the group that Port Adelaide did it the week before they came out in the third quarter, but you responded against the Dogs? Do you just sort of go in the huddle knowing if we get this game back on, we're pretty confident we can turn it around against anybody?
Yeah, definitely. That's probably the powerful thing out of everything, out of all these sort of situations that have happened in the past. That once we get the game on our terms and we're feeling confident and good about ourselves, we can take it to anyone. And probably the challenge for us now going ahead is probably just doing that for 4 quarters now and not leaving it to too late or letting teams jump us at the start. So that's probably the challenge for the group going forward.
I know you won't say that you want to lose a game, but a lot of people say you have to have a loss at some point. You're going to win. If you get to the finals without a loss, it'll be 13 in a row. You're running in there. How do you sort of feel about that? Do you think you need to tighten up anywhere, or obviously you want to win every game?
Obviously, you want to sort of play your best footy this time of year, so I'm happy to keep banking wins, mate. Personally, it's a good feeling to sing the song every week. I'm not complaining at all. Obviously, we want to play our best footy this time of year, and I think that's probably the main focus for the group, just trying to sharpening different areas as best as we can to put our best foot forward come September.
Do you feel like the team's in a better position than it has been in the past? Can you compare it to past years?
I personally think it is. Obviously, winning's always nice, but I think the confidence throughout the group, we've got some guys playing some really good footy, especially in our forward half like Brad. That group's gelling really well, and it's just fun to be a part of, to be honest, mate. So just hopefully we can keep the wins rolling and see what happens.
Flying many up from Tassie this week for 150?
I've got a bit of family coming down for the 150th from Queensland, so my family's up there, mate. So I've got a few ticket requests to sort out this week, but yeah, it should be nice to have some family and friends come down and support the 150th.
Yeah, how does it feel to notch it up? It's obviously these milestones are sort of individual sort of things. What's your journey been like to get here to 150, and how do you feel notching it up?
Yeah, it's been pretty good, mate. It's gone super quick, to be honest. I can still remember my first game like it was yesterday, but it's pretty humbling to be part of such a great footy club, and just grateful I had the opportunity, I guess, as an 18-year-old to sort of, hone my craft, I guess, and just learn off some great people, and we've got some great staff and coaches and stuff like that. So it's been a really good journey. It's gone a lot quicker than I imagined it would be, but it's pretty humbling to play 150 for such a great club.
As a Tassie born and bred, how do you sort of feel about the debate about a team down there? I'm sure you'll have an opinion about it.
Yeah, I'm all for it, mate, to be honest. Obviously there's a little bit to play out there, but obviously being a Tassie boy and knowing it's sort of like the main sport down there, everyone gets around it. I think what they've seen with the Jack Jumpers and how their season's played out, I think if it is to go ahead, I think the community down there will really jump on board, and I'm all for it, mate.
Do you think the sport needs a team down there to sort of keep it alive and vibrant?
Not. I wouldn't say it needs a team. I think they get around footy down there regardless, no matter what the level. But I think, yeah, it'd be a great thing for the state in the long term if it was to happen and go ahead. And I know personally that they'll get around it and support it really hardly, and I personally will as well.
In another 5 years, when you're not trying to get more games and won 4 flags in a row here, would you consider playing for Tassie if they start down there and put it on?
If I could still run around at that age, mate, I don't know. Wait and see. There's a lot to play out till then, but no, I'm happy with my time here at the Cats, and we'll just wait and see, mate. It's a long time away.
Right, just in terms of the speed of the team at the moment, the coach spoke afterwards about drafting some faster players. Do you feel that's a big difference? Obviously, you're doing that compared to last season, but there are quicker players, and that's really adding to the season.
Yeah, I think so. Along with actual speed of legs, speed of the ball, the way we're playing, a bit more attacking, I feel like it lets us play to our strengths a bit too. Obviously having quicker players in the side, but the way we're moving the ball and able to, I guess, outrun teams at times and move the ball too quick for their defences is a weapon of ours. Yeah.
How have you seen your form this season?
Yeah, I'm happy being a regular in the side, so more than happy playing a role for the side, and I know that each week if I can do the little things that I do to help the side, and things like bringing pressure and hopefully finish with a goal or two at the end of the game, it's great fun being out there, and I can't complain at all.
Just a final one for me. John O'Segler on the weekend obviously played. He was pretty strong, it seemed, out there, tight forward positions over the last few rounds. How did you see this game over the weekend? What did you think?
Yeah, I loved having big Segs out there. Obviously, he's battled some adversity this year with his body, but he's been putting in the work, and I thought he looked pretty comfortable out there. Set it up really well and gave first use to the mid. So, he's just going to get heaps of confidence coming out of that game, and hopefully he can keep building and progressing, mate, for the rest of the year.
Brad, how many games are you behind your old man in Sandford games now? You've got 50 AFL, but he played.
No, he only played a couple of Sandford games. So in terms of country footy, I think he played 380 country footy games. So I'm well behind him there. But he loves getting around the footy. So he'll be over, I'm sure.
Thanks, guys. Cheers.